leaving the last survivor, the Secretary of Agriculture, sitting in the Oval Office. Whew, tragic story. In our most important story of the night, our very own field correspondent, Jonathan Weatherby, has been tracking the incredible journeys of one man, one myth, one legend. You chase him, Jonathan.
Ha Jin hasn't been getting much sleep lately. Hi, I'm Jonathan Weatherby, Action 5 News. The story of Ha Jin is deeper than just that of an author. He represents countless other immigrants and their experience. Come along with me. The Chinese immigration experience is not just about General Tso's chicken, slanty eyes, and poor driving. It's a heritage deeply rooted in the soil of oppression. Now, a word from our sponsors.
Healthy. Healthy. Simple. Simple. You. You.
Oh, hello. America has often been referred to as the Great Melting Pot, such as this one. Or, at other times, a mosaic, like these tiles. However, it has not always been like this. Believe it or not, there was a time when prejudice existed and racial slurs ran rampant. I'm talking about the 1800s. When the Chinese came to America in the mid-1800s, they struggled to find work. Many were attracted by the prospects of wealth when the gold rush began in 1848. These Chinese Americans worked quickly to establish a home away from home. Most became farmers. Others helped construct the Transcontinental Railroad. Chinese immigrants were immediately met with a wall of discrimination. The government quickly enacted legislation restricting the rights of Chinese immigrants. Out of this crazy mosaic we call the American immigration experience, one very special tile found his way with a pen and a piece of paper. I'm referring to, of course, Ha Jin. His story, Waiting, tells a dark tale of how oppressive laws rule in China. Take a look-see.
Waiting is the story of a couple waiting chastely and more or less patiently for 18 years until they can get married. As the novel begins, Lin Kong, a conscientious doctor at the Muji City Army Hospital, makes his annual journey to his native village to ask his wife for a divorce. Without the judicial decree, Lin cannot marry his coworker, Manawu, a nurse with whom he has been in love with for many, many years.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one and I walk alone. I walk alone.
Lin approaches Shu Yu and begs and pleads for a divorce.
I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge and where I walk alone. Read between the lines what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive and I walk alone.
She agrees at first, but as always, Lin's petition is rejected when Shu Yu changes her mind in court.
Wow, that is one heck of a story. When we get back, an exclusive interview between our very own Jonathan Weatherby and Ha Jin.
Yes.
Our Ferrari and Hans an item, evidence when we return. Action 5 News.
Yo, Mike, you won't believe it. I saw your mom last night and I completely...
Wow, what an incredible story. I sat down with Ha Jin to discuss it and many other aspects of his life. It's great to finally meet you, Mr. Jin.
Hi, Ro.
I've prepared some questions. What was your inspiration for Waiting? Are they based on only your imagination or from other short stories?
Actually, Jonathan, Waiting is based off a tale my wife told me. We were visiting my in-laws. They worked at an Army field hospital. I saw a guy in the distance, and my wife started talking about him. Apparently, he had waited 18 years to get a divorce. He was still waiting.
That's remarkable. Could this story have taken place anywhere or solely in a communist society?
No, Jonathan. Sure, the circumstances could change, but the story could happen anywhere. I mean, anyone can experience an emotionally traumatic life. They can go through the worst, and that's what unites us all. That's what brings us all together, because we're all human. There are communists in China, and there are capitalists in America, but we all go through the same things, and that's what I'm trying to illustrate through the power of my writing.
Have you been back to China since you came to the U.S.? And if not, do you ever plan to go back?
Yes, but only to visit. I tried for a long time to go back, but that was before the Tiananmen Square massacre.
I can see this is an uncomfortable topic.